Alright, welcome to WILLSTAR Mysteries. I have something pretty special for you today. I'm taking you back to the place where I had my own personal Bigfoot encounter. This happened in the year 2000, and I was in Logan, Ohio at a place called Cabins in the Pines. Specifically, the Shawnee Cabin. I was there with my fiance at the time, and people had been asking me to go back there and show the location, so I went back there for the weekend. I got a new drone and a night vision camera. That's going to be part of the video, obviously. And I can't wait to show you the cabin and around the area of the cabin and go over precisely my own encounter that happened 22 years ago. If you're new to the channel, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. Alright, enough yapping out of me. Let's go ahead and get into it. The Shawnee Cabin here at Cabin in the Pines. You guys have heard my story before, and if not, I'll leave a link in the description. Right here's the fire pit. Actually, 22 years ago, I think it was a little closer to maybe right in here. I could be wrong about that, but here's the fire pit. We were sitting right here at night, and I was cooking those country ribs and potatoes, and we're sitting here listening to some music. And in this direction, we hear from probably, I guesstimated before, but that's really not fair. Let's just say it was a long distance away. You could hear something walking, crunching in the woods, crunching in the leaves. You guys can see the leaves that are laying there. That's how it was that year also. And we're gonna go ahead and walk in the woods. But you guys can hear how crunchy it is, right? So we heard this coming from a long ways away. And you guys see all the briars? Wait, look at this in here. But you guys can see the area. And this goes for miles. So let's just go for a walk really quick. You guys can see the no trespassing sign. So I'm not allowed to go that way. I can go this way though. So I'm gonna stay this way. I'm gonna show you guys on the Google Earth terrain. This is a hill and it goes down into a valley. And there's creek ways that run through here. This tree has been blocked off. Let's see if we can get past it really quick. But you see how big some of these trees are in here. So I'm gonna stay on this side of the no trespassing sign. And we'll walk right down through here. Ouch! Ouch! Big briars. Good thing is later on in the year, so there's no ticks out here right now. Alright. But you guys can see the area that I'm in. This is the type of area that is very conducive to holding one of these creatures. You guys can see that's the cabin I'm staying in. And this thing came from down in that gully way over there, up and around to that tree. And then back down through this way is where it went. It's kind of a gully that starts here. It goes down through there, down all the way down through there. So we will come back. I just have to stay on this side of the no trespassing signs, but we will come back later on tonight. And a little while ago, I was up in here showing you guys the area and telling you about a little gully. You guys can look down in there. You see that gully goes way down in there. Last time I was here 22 years ago, a flock of wild turkeys came walking through here in the morning one day. I think it was probably on that Sunday, the day that we left. But yeah, I have all this area to explore all the way back through there for a long ways. I'll show you guys on the map. I got here about a week or two too late. I wanted to get here when the trees were changing colors to the oranges and the reds and the yellows. But you know what? It's still very beautiful down here at this time. If I come back, it'll be 2 weeks earlier in the year. That way everything's popping and really bright. I bought a new drone to come down here and film the foliage. I'll be able to use it more and more now that I have it. All right, so I'm here. This is the infamous cabin. A couple things have changed. These couches were different. They used to have a couch right here, stuck out right here. The TV was over here. They have it on the fireplace now. But other than that, yeah, this is what I remember. I remember being in this bedroom. And remember, the creature was over there. Because right here is where we come in the house. I'm in the cabin. And the creature was right up there. So I remember the person I was with at the time freaking out. We had to make sure all these blinds were closed and all that stuff. I'll go ahead and show you outside really quick. This is the back deck. This is my view. Here's the hot tub. But here is my view from my deck. And over that way is where that creature walked from came this way. One other thing I forgot to tell you. If you guys have seen my previous video about my first encounter, you guys know that there's a hot tub here. And after that creature walked up into our area around the corner right there, we didn't go in this hot tub that night. But yeah, she was having none of it. We didn't get to enjoy this hot tub that night. She was so freaked out that we stayed inside, shut all the blinds. And on this door right here, it doesn't have blinds or anything. We hung a towel on the inside. That's how freaked out she was. I wanted to show you what I'm going to try to make myself for dinner today. Bam! I'm gonna go ahead and try to make myself a tomahawk steak. We'll see how that turns out. That's later on today. This is what I got for my couple days here while I was here. Not a whole bunch. Someone told me to make some bacon tonight, so I will. I was gonna make bacon and eggs this morning, but I slept in because I was up late last night. These are my provisions for 2 days. Some Doritos and some hamburger buns too. But that's about it. Old Trapper jerky. All right, so I'm out here on the back porch where the hot tub is. I was just looking out into the woods and listening. There's something going on up there. Right up in there. It's hard to see through there because it's dark. I'm definitely hearing something over there. Now, who knows what it is? Could be a deer. Could be anything. But there's definitely something moving around out there. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. All right, so I turned the exposure up on my camera because it's dark out here. There's something big moving over there. Something big. Unlike 22 years ago, this is why I'm here. I'm on the back porch, right there. I was just hanging out looking down there and I heard something over here. When I walked up here, it sounded like it went over the hill over that way. Let me walk up through here. A lot of Briars through here right now. There's another house or something over on that side down in there. I can hear them talking. But there's nothing back this way at all. I'll show you on Google Earth and you guys can see there's something like way over there, a farm, and maybe one like way over there. But right behind this cabin here, there's all kinds of wilderness. Land for this creature to be in. I keep hearing something over there. Other than the party that's way over there that you guys can probably hear. That party is over on the main road. These cabins are probably half a mile back off of the main road. And like I was saying earlier, there's nothing that way. And I keep hearing things in the woods right there. It's a little early. It's only about 8 o'clock. All right, I'll keep you posted. So I got this new night vision camera to help out while I'm here out in the woods at night. I'm gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up and we're gonna see how this thing works. Hopefully we'll get some good footage out there. So you hear the party over there, still going strong. I got my exposure wide open, trying to show you guys the stars. But they're having a party over there at the Western Lodge cabin or something over there. I think it's a Halloween party. Listen, I hear something in the woods right here. But it's hard for me to hear because of the freaking party. But there is something moving out there right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That damn music over there. There's literally something out there in the woods right now. I have my night vision camera, but it's being charged right now. I'm telling you, I hear something walking over there. There's something right here. Listen. Do you hear that walking in there? There's a few things walking over there in the woods. Man, I wish that music would stop. There's something up on that hill over there, behind the cabin. It's like pacing back and forth. The sky is so dark, I can see satellites zooming through. It's crazy. I live in Cleveland, so I don't ever get to see this view. But there are so many stars in the sky, it's unbelievable. Earlier, you could see the Milky Way up there. It was incredible. All right, so I'm out here about to build a fire, but I just want you guys to see how dark it is out here tonight. Back in those woods right there, it goes a long ways. This is where out over there, that creature walked up 22 years ago. This property right here, man, I'm telling you, there's something weird going on, especially over that way. I'm gonna go ahead and start a fire. All right, I'm going to recreate what happened 22 years ago. We were sitting here, my fiance and I, and that rim wasn't there or anything like that. It was just a fire pit with like rocks around it. And we were sitting here and I was cooking. It was a little bit earlier in the night. This happened around dusk, so I'm thinking about 6 o'clock. So we're sitting here and I have my light on so you guys can see a little bit better. But over in the direction from over there, a long ways away, but we hear something, and I'm gonna walk over here so you can hear what I'm talking about. You hear the leaves? So we're over there by the fire. Over there in that direction we hear. Stop, 15, 10, 20,
30 seconds sometimes. Then all of a sudden, and it just kept doing that over and over. And we could hear it coming through the woods. And we know it wasn't a deer because there were deer around and things like that earlier that we heard and we saw over behind the cabin. So we're over there by the fire, you know, doing our thing. I'm cooking. We're having a good time. We hear this thing and we're like, she's like, what is that? And I'm like, I don't know, but it's getting closer and closer and closer. It walks all the way up, guys. And this tree right here is where it was. You see that big tree right there? That's where it was. So it was behind this tree right here. And it was just moving back and forth, back and forth. But it was way up here, back and forth. And I'm like, oh my God, like what is that? And remember, it's lighter out. We can still see just silhouettes. So you see where the door to the cabin is? We're right here, right? The fire's over there. So I had to walk her here. She gets all crazy. She's like, I want to go in, I want to go in. And don't get me wrong, I was a little afraid too. I didn't know what was going on. So I let her go in the door. And I'm holding a stick because back then there were no cell phones with the cameras. So I'm holding a stick out of the fire, like kind of using it as a torch, trying to see, like hold it out. Had it in this hand like this. And I'm holding it out, looking, like trying to see what that thing is. And I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing walking up on me and my girl? Because at this moment, I'm still thinking it's a person, okay? A huge person. And it just moves back and forth. And now, don't get me wrong, you're seeing this better than I did. There's a light on this camera. There was just a silhouette back there. And, you know, the sky was like kind of lit up a little bit up in the sky was highlighted, I guess you could say still. But it was dark in here and you could see this thing moving back and forth. And I got this range, so I'm like, hey, if you don't say something, I'm going to blow your freaking head off. And I raised my right hand like I had a gun, like this, like I'm counting down. And I started counting down, blah, blah, blah. And it just kept going back and forth, back and forth. So I take the stick that I have in my hand and I grab it, the stick over here. And let me back up. I got a little close because I was showing you where the tree is. I'm about, yeah, right here's the thing. I'm about right here. And I'm like, hey, I just told you what I said to it. It's back and forth, back and forth. I whip the stick at it. The stick goes shoo, 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 and falls short, you know, like right up in there somewhere. And I'm like, get out of here, like real loud. Like, you know, you would yell at a dog or something. It just turned around and walked away that way. Walked away that way. This is where this happened, guys. Right here. Now, later on tonight, I'm going to try to go into these woods with my night vision camera. And then I'm going to turn off all the lights. And I'm going to try to sit there with my night vision camera. I'll be able to see through the camera, but there will be no light. You'll be able to see through the video, thanks to night vision technology. All right, I just wanted to show you guys the area, and that's the tree right there. Fire cabin. Okay, guys, I'm out here by the fire. There's something moving. I'm gonna walk away from the fire towards it. See if you can hear it. There's something right here. I don't have one. There's something moving over here too. Now, I've been told not to turn on lights. Don't turn on a flashlight. Don't turn on your camera phone light. Because all that's going to do is make them hide and go away. that if you stay in here without putting the light on, you have a better chance of an interaction. So believe me, I mean, I got the fire right here. Don't get me wrong, the cabin's right there. But out here, there's nothing. I'm gonna do some calls later on tonight. I don't think I'm gonna do tree knocks because I'm not 100% convinced that that's actually what these creatures do. Now I have a flashlight, a torch, so I'm gonna turn it on. It's pretty bright. Put it over here, you guys can see over here. This is the direction of the party over there, but I'm going to go up in here. This is where I'm going. And I'm gonna go up in there with the use of the flashlight to get up in there. Then I'm gonna turn the flashlight off and turn on the night vision camera and just sit there and listen in the dark by myself. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna go up into these woods here. I thought I saw something shining on a tree. Hey, you guys see that green shine through there? I've been hearing stuff right through there. I have my night vision camera, but I don't have it on yet. I'm gonna wait until I get up in the woods up here. All right, here we go, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this a little wider. Man, look at all this area. This thing could be anywhere up in here. I think I'll go up to this tree and hang out by this big tree right up here. I'm trying to be quiet, so I hope you guys can still hear me. I don't want to talk too loud. I mean, I am going through the woods with a freaking flashlight, but I think if it hears me talking, it might think I'm with somebody. I don't know. Alright, I'm not going to go past this tree, I don't think. Because if I need to come back in the middle of the night, I don't have to get through past this right here. But I think I'll stop right here, turn the light off, and turn on my night vision. I don't know if you guys can see the stars up there. It's a really starry night. You can see so many stars down here. All right, enough about the stars. All right, I'm gonna show you my screen, but you can't see nothing else. So I'm literally out here in the dark. I can still hear that party way over there. But that has nothing to do with me over here, that's for sure. Alright, I think I'm going to put the camera down for 1 second and make a call. That same call I made in Oklahoma. See what happens. I'm trying to be quiet. As quiet as possible. They're making enough noise for all of us over there. It's like 1 in the morning. So if you guys are liking these type of videos, I need you to do me a favor and make sure you hit that like button. I can't explain to you how dark it is right now. It just looks light because of this night vision. But believe me, it's dark out here. I'm standing in the freaking middle of the woods in the dark. Hoping this creature would come back 22 years later. I knew it was a long shot for it to walk up behind a tree and just make itself known like it did before. But this area down here is a hot spot for these creatures. There's just so much area like this that I'm in right here that no one ever really goes into. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just sit here, turn the camera off for a second. If anything else happens, I'll let you guys know. Didn't really hear anything. I mean, I heard things, but nothing I can attribute to Sasquatch or Bigfoot. But look at the briars. They're just constant everywhere. Like, it could be in there anywhere. This is a wonderful area for it to be. Keep hoping to look and see eye shine. See it behind a tree looking back at me. I'll tell you what, it is spooky in here. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely is spooky in here. Wonder what this is on that tree. Just a reflector. It's weird. I saw that all the way from the fire. This is definitely a really weird feeling being out here by yourself. In an area where you know this creature is. And in an area where you had your own encounter. Right behind this tree. This is where it was, by the way. Let me double check that. I'm in the dark. But I think this is the tree that it was standing behind. Right there. Yep, this was it. This is where it was, guys. It was behind that tree right there. And right here is where I was. By that porch, well, a little bit closer this way. Yelling at it right here. Came out of the night. Came out of the darkness. Stood right there behind that tree. Peeked back and forth. And you guys see how thick that tree is? I could see both sides of it while it was there. I'll never forget that for as long as I live. Man, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going to turn this light off. Try to show you guys the stars again. I saw a shooting star last night. I can sit here and listen to them party all night if I wanted to. But you know what WILLSTAR's probably going to do? Probably going to go ahead and hit that hot tub. See if anything walks up in the woods back there. I can get in the hot tub without the jets in the air and just sit in the hot water for a while and listen. And if I don't hear anything, then I'll turn those jets on. If anything else happens tonight out here, believe me, I will be showing you. All right, so there we have it. The Shawnee Cabin, the famous Shawnee Cabin of my own personal encounter right here. There's the fire pit. Creature walks up, stands behind this tree right there. That one. And I don't know that I'll be back here, unfortunately. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad. I couldn't help but think of my daughter's mother. That's who I was with here 22 years ago. And she passed away last year. I was sitting here thinking about her the other night over at the fire pit. And I was just speaking out loud, you know, trying to talk to her or whatever. I looked up and there was a shooting star going right over me at that moment. So I'm trying to remember every last bit of this cabin and burn it into my memory. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button for me. Leave me some comments, let me know what you thought about the video. Once again, YouTube isn't really liking me doing these type of videos. They're not showing these videos to anybody. So do me a favor, if you liked it, hit the like button for me. Comments, share it, all that good stuff. All right, that's where we're gonna leave it. Looking at that tree. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Always remember, where there is a Willstar, there is a way. Willstar out.